The Ripple Effect. Welcome to the Ripple Effect podcast, where the waves of thought and conversation converge. I'm your host, joined by the brilliant minds of Baret, Yacoubian, and Evren. Get ready to dive deep into a sea of ideas, explore uncharted territories, and ride the currents of insightful discussions.
Did you like the Nicole?
I did.
Really?
I did.
Come on.
I did.
How did you imagine her?
Huh?
How did you imagine her?
She's sexy. I like her.
Do you remember what she said?
Yeah. I mean, she mispronounced a whole lot of stuff, but I don't care. I don't care.
But what?
I just like her, man.
I mean, you're smiling right now.
Yeah.
You really like her.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I just said to ChatGPT to create podcast intro for us.
Mm-hmm.
And 11 laps to generate voiceover.
Yeah.
And her name was Nicole.
Nicole. I used to go out with a girl named Nicole.
Tell me about it.
Well, it was a long time ago when I was young. It was a short relationship because we were young. And I was on a lot of things that I shouldn't have been on, which we can't mention. But anyway, the resulting thing was that I was an asshole. I treated her badly, I treated her badly, I treated her badly, and she didn't deserve it. Poor thing, baby. I'm sorry, Nicole. I know it's been forever. I know it was 100 years ago, but I treated you badly.
Sorry, Nicole.
Sorry, Nicole.
Sorry.
But I like this Nicole. I like her. I like her voice.
This Nicole is different.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I like her.
You can make her say anything you want.
But women do that anyway by themselves.
That's right.
Welcome to the Ripple Effect. Welcome to the Ripple Effect.
What was he saying? what we did? What was the?
I don't know.
It was just okay.
It's just improvised.
I think I'm having problem with scooters.
Scooter. Oh, you mean those, what do you call them?
Kamikazes.
Is that what they're called?
They come here to die, I think, but they're not from this planet.
Here's the thing, man. Like, I have a friend who is a doctor, and he's telling me, like, the crashes that they're having on those thin little scooter thingies are like, the injuries are like medieval injuries.
What do you mean medieval injuries?
Like they get into a crash or something.
Yeah.
And those scooters break, and like part of them like impales the rider, like a fucking spear goes through their chest and comes out the other end, like
it's a war injuries.
Yeah, no, they're getting like they're getting like injuries from ancient times, like with swords and spears and shit, man, like.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
What about building a car from two bicycles? Have you done it before?
No.
I did.
Okay.
We built a car by combining two bicycles. If we do it like in the garage right now, I mean, can we go out tomorrow?
I've never ridden a bicycle in my life.
Really?
Never.
Ever.
Ever. I'm willing to learn. Okay. Keep going. Let's talk about the baby boomer, the generation of people who raised us, who in general were not meant to be parents. They abused us, they messed with us psychologically from the youngest age. The very best they could do was neglect us so that we wouldn't have to be damaged by their bullshit. And the reason why I can't ride a bicycle is because those people didn't care. All they cared was about self-actualization through meditation, but later they abandoned it. And later on they got greedy, they got materialistic, they went from the hippie movement to the yuppie movement. They kept the self-actualization and the self-obsession from meditation, but they lost the spirituality of it. So they became egotistic, they became self-involved, and finally they became the biggest fucking megalomaniacs any generation has ever seen. Yeah, baby. That's why I don't know how to ride a bicycle. They became food for these microorganisms, which, if I remember correctly, became monocellular life
Welcome
forms.
to Dutch Scientific Research Center with Baret Yacoubian.
Yeah. They became monocellular organisms, and then evolution kicked in and blah, 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 and then we have the long journey to what
Are you explaining the evolution?
our ancestor is hydrogen atoms.
But this evolution can happen everywhere, anywhere in the universe.
Yeah, it can, but what I'm saying is that the stuff that originally came from outer space. It didn't come from here. The only difference is, and this is the greatest mystery in archaeology, if I'm not mistaken, there was a period of, I don't know how many million years or whatever, where the human brain doubled in size and the human head had to grow accordingly, the skull. And we formed the prefrontal cortex, which is the crown jewel of the human brain. It's the most advanced part of the human brain that allows us to do and make all these things that other creatures can't. And to this day, they still don't know why that doubling happened in such a short amount of time. And when I say a short amount of time, I mean short by evolution standards.
This is an evolution too. I mean, I'm talking about inventing the electricity and the steam power.
Yeah, that's the evolution of...
Took 100 years to reach the moon.
Sure, but the evolution of technology is much, much faster than actual evolution.
That's the question. We are going to combine it at the moment. First time in the history, we're going to put a microchip. Are you willing to put a microchip?
Well, what do you mean by a microchip? Explain in more detail.
First time in the history, we are very close to combine human with technology by adding a microchip in a human mind.
Yeah. An implant.
Brain, yeah, and as an implant, and you will turn into a superhuman.
Yes, you're talking about transhumanism.
Chip me.
Transhumanism.
Chip me.
Chip me.
Chip me.
Chip me.
Chip
Give me a chip.
my hand.
Chip me, chip my head, 'cause I'm tired of being a normal human being. Baby, Iggy Pop. Oh, I wanna see outside the normal color spectrum. I wanna hear outside my normal auditory spectrum. I want grafts on my muscles. I want grafts on my brain. I want myself to do everything and solve all my mental illnesses and my dyslexia and my speech impediments. And I want to go forward, baby. Chip me. And I don't mind if I see an advertisement every 3 minutes by Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or Jeff motherfucking Bezos. Give me the chip. Give me the chip. Chip me. Chip me. I want to become more. I want to become more. More. I don't want a computer. I am the computer. Chip me. You see, the thing is, we're going to be chipped, but we're not going to be chipped internally at first.
How?
I mean, there are going to be people who are exceptions who will be chipped internally, yes. But at first, I don't think we're going to accept it internally. I don't think human beings in general are going to accept that.
If you're gonna have, if you want to have a plugin,
There are ways
if
to
you
do it.
want a plugin,
Yeah.
you need to install it. You
Yeah.
cannot just buy a glass and keep it in your pocket. You need to use it.
Look, Elon Musk is the closest that we've come to an actual implant, and he actually invented a new surgical machine which allowed the blood-brain to enter the blood-brain barrier without damaging anything in the meantime. That has never been done before in medicine. He actually broke ground in surgery in the effort to make an implant, right?
Yeah.
And this implant, I mean, he has all sorts of claims of what it can do, but it can cure mental illness, it can cure, it can even cure people with apparently who are congenitally blind. It can actually make them see. You know, and also people with neurological problems who can't stand, they're going to stand. These are a lot of tall orders, and I don't know how many of them he's going to be able to accomplish.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. My name is Baret Yacoubian. This is Evren, my mayor, and you've been listening to The Ripple Effect. Our fellows will be called the Rips, which also means rest in peace. So, I love you and rest in peace. 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 We love you and rest in peace.
Enough.
The Ripple Effect.